What's up, guys? AB Basin here, checking in. Today I'm starting a little small new build. I'm gonna build a speaker box for this truck. This is a GMC Sonoma. I think they call it the crew cab or quad cab. I don't even know what it's called, but I'm gonna build the box right here in the middle. That's removable, so whenever I need to put somebody else in the middle right here, I can just pull it off, put it in the bed. So my plan is to make it make it look like it's part of the console. So it's gonna come from here, kind of curve out this way, come straight, and then up to here. So I'm just gonna make it look like a sort of like a curved box for a single, probably an 8. Because the 10 is too big, it's gonna take too much space. So I'm gonna do an 8. Alright guys, continuing this build for the Sonoma. I got my piece. This is the side of the speaker box. This is pretty much what it's gonna look like. Let me show you guys what it's gonna look like in the truck. I think it's gonna look really good. Now this is not a SPL setup, this is just a sound quality setup. Just to get that out of the way now. That's what it's going to look like when you're looking at it from the side. Flat spot here, speaker here, 8-inch, speaker here, 8-inch. They only have a mounting depth of like 3.5 inches, so they're going to work perfect right here. From here I'm gonna have another piece there, which is gonna be a cup holder, which is gonna like curve down. This is all gonna be curved, all of that, except the piece where the subwoofer mounts. So right now, since I got my template ready, I'm gonna go ahead and get my drill out. And I'm gonna go ahead and load the flush trim bit on the router, and we're gonna flush trim another piece to get an exact match for the other side, and then I can start putting the box together. Alright, I got my flush trim bit loaded up. I got the one with the bearing on top. They have a version that has the bearing on the bottom, which that one's, I mean, you know, you can't really use it for this kind of work. So I'm gonna have it riding on here, and I'm gonna go ahead and flush trim this out and start cutting the pieces to assemble the box. Alright, I got both of my pieces cut. Came out real good. Now we'll measure how wide we want the box, and I'm gonna make it outside to outside 10.5. So 10.5 minus 1.5 inches, that would be 9. So we gotta cut our inside pieces at 9. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Lay out the top piece of I'm gonna show you what kind of plywood I'm gonna use for that. I think it's got a different name. I can't think of the name on the top of my head. But I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to use for the top of here, and go on from there. This is the plywood I'm using. 1/2 inch. I'm going to then reinforce it with fiberglass. So I'm about to rip it to 10.5 and then nail it on. Nail it with staples. Staple it on. That way it holds better. I'm definitely putting a lot of glue in it, so let me rip it and we'll go from there. Alright guys, I just caulked the whole inside of the box, as you can see, before I close it up. That way we won't have any air leaks. Right now, in case you guys wanted to know, I use the DAP brand. This is the acrylic latex. Usually recognize this one by the little blue greenish or turquoise lettering on it with the yellow. It's real good stuff. I use it all the time. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put a bead of caulk on the inside edge, and then on the outside edge I'm gonna put glue on it, so I get a nice tight bond to the wood piece. So I'm gonna just nail it up a little longer, and then I'll just trim it off with the jigsaw. So here we go. Alright guys, so now we're gonna put the bead on here like I told you, on the inside. I guess I'm gonna start from this side, that way I can get an even bead. Just guide your finger along the edge, that way you get a even bead. Just like that. Just like that. A little extra where it looks uneven. That way it seals real good. Now the bead of glue along the outside edge, just like that. Nothing too fancy. Just like that. Same thing, just guide your finger along the outside edge and get a nice continuous bead, just like that. Alright, so I got my staple gun, and then I'm using 1/2-inch staples. So here we got our piece ripped to 10.5, and I guess we're gonna start from we'll start from up here. I'm just gonna even out one side of the edge, the other one I'm just gonna sand it off later on. I'm kind of nailing that diagonally so I get a nice grip on the plywood. Hopefully I can clear that curve. Looks like a tight curve. I'm doing the staple like of every inch. Okay, flip it like this. That way we can get this, hopefully get this edge to go on here, which looks like it shouldn't be no problem. You gotta remember to go evenly both sides at the same time. Plywood in. Just like that. Same thing on this side. And then we keep going all the way up. Staples about every inch. Alright, I got 1.25 inch staples to put around this edge, just to make sure it doesn't come off. It won't hurt it anyway, so just to ensure that the The piece edges are going to stay put. Just like that. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Just like that. Can't go cheap on the staples, guys. This is pretty much what it looks like. Looks really, really good. This is going to work as an armrest also for when you're sitting in the truck. Thank my little helper for recording over there. So I'm gonna go put it in the truck and test fit it, see what it looks like.
Yeah. Recording? Yep.
Alright guys, so this is what the box looks like in the truck. I think it's gonna look pretty good. I'll show you what it's gonna feel like once you're in here. So there's plenty of space still left for, you know, whoever's riding back here. Like I said, this is gonna work as an armrest. You know, I guess when the speakers are not playing. This right here, it's gonna be sanded up here. Can you see me up here? Mm. This is gonna be sanded, so this even, and I'm probably gonna round the edges off. Yeah, I am gonna round the edges off, and then up here in the front, we're gonna have another extension from here to kind of like flow into this, and I think that's where the port's gonna come out. That way I can have a little more airspace coming from the box. So we're gonna cut a hole right here in the front of the box on this side, and then the air is gonna flow out into here and have the port, I don't know, maybe firing to the side, or I haven't decided how that's gonna be. So this flat space right here is for one of the speakers. This flat space right here is for the other speaker. And again, like I said, I'm gonna round the edges off and reinforce this with fiberglass. Just do a layer of matting. It should be good to go, just to seal this wood off and you know, keep it from leaking air. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the calculation, see how much airspace I have in here, so I can figure out if it's enough and what to tune the box to. So if it's not enough, then I might just put the speaker here and have maybe the cup holders here or something. I don't know yet, so we'll figure that out when it comes time for that. But for now, this is it. This concludes part 1. Part 2 is probably going to be where I make the other piece that's going to join over there. I need to order the speakers, so let's see what that looks like. So stay tuned for the next videos to come, and yeah, stay tuned for the part 2, and I hope you are enjoying these videos. If you like my videos, like, subscribe, share, and you know, support the page, the channel, so we can keep making some of more of these videos. And thumbs up for my helper, since I don't have anybody else usually to help me out record, so I guess that's my extra right there for the day. So DV Bass, checking out. Alright, let's red.